that should be enough. Alright, so, another PlayStation 2. No more games. I'm playing Monster Rancher 4. It's not a ruse, I promise. This is it's the first video I've done since, pulling my little trick, which some people may or may not have enjoyed. Where I said I was going to do Digimon World 4, and then I didn't. So, sorry. Actually, okay. So, nothing happened, that's all. I had to cut out that opening movie, because, actually, you know what? I'll just start right here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Monster Rancher 4. It says right there. You can't see. I'm not lying to you because we're already in the game. So I'm gonna do a new game because I did a part in this earlier, but I messed up the recording. It was my fault. It could have been avoided, but I don't know. So basically, what happened was I got my new microphone, and I was so excited that I got it. I went and recorded 9 videos, and 8 of them the audio was fucked up because of the way I recorded, which is different than the way I have to record when I use a headset. So here we are. Here's the plan. I'm gonna get to a certain point. I'm gonna have to stop talking, I guess, and then it's gonna be a ton of fucking work and a ton of editing. You'll see when we get there, but for now, I'll do a little bit. Like it'll probably be like 10-15 minutes before I have to start doing it. But yeah, Monster Rancher 4. I'm super excited. I'm gonna narrate for you because this entire game is text-based, which is one of the reasons that I kind of held off. A long time ago, people and monsters lived in harmony, but eventually humans sealed the monsters inside tablets called saucer stones. Today, monsters help humans once again, albeit help in a different form. This is Nettle Kingdom. The country uses the finest techniques available to regenerate the saucer stones. People are entertained by monster battles, and the breeders who raise the monsters are heroes. Capital of the country is Toggle, a place far from Riwin. No, wait, yes. That's the name of my town. Okay, I had it backwards. I thought Toggle was where they lived, and Riwin was the capital. But I got bro from Age Island brought you here? No, it didn't. Disc brought me here. I put it into my PlayStation 3. Get your butt out here, you sneaky little rats. Youch! What are you doing? What did I do wrong? Why, you have some nerve. Sneaking in and sleeping in a stranger's bed. Don't you play innocent with me? I didn't come in to this stuffy room because I wanted to. Huh? Boy, you really do have a lot of nerve. Excuse me, you two. Huh? Well, oh, hold on, I'm getting confused. Huh? Well, what is it? My name is Cesare. It's probably Caesar, but I'm gonna say Cesare, because that's how I learned to say it in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I'm from the nearby shrine. If it's okay, I'd like to take care of that boy. Huh? You're a bigwig in this town? Well, good timing. This brat broke into here. He needs to be thrown into jail, I tell you. I trust you'll take care of this. Oh boy, and off she goes. That young girl does have a sharp tongue. Yeah, I bet she scares all the boys away. Well, good night, mister. Zzz. I've never understood that. Is that supposed to be snoring? Because, legitimately, I'm gonna stop for a second. I've never understood the Z's. Like, I don't know, why does that denote sleeping? Snoring doesn't sound like that. It sounds like, which doesn't sound even close to a Z. I don't get it. Oh boy, already asleep, huh? What's this? The boy's bag. I don't know why I'm doing a Dan Green impression for this guy, but that's fine. Where am I? What? My bag? The saucer stones. I don't know what the fuck voice I'm doing here. Eek! Huh? Oh, sorry. Hey, have you seen my bag? Your bag? I don't have multiple female voices because I only have one female voice and it's ridiculous. So, I'm just gonna assume they sound the same. You're gonna have to deal with that. I'm like 4 minutes into this. Don't be alarmed. Your bag and the saucer stones are right here. Did you know this girl worried about you and stayed by your side this whole time? Maybe a thanks is in order. This girl, Rio, she's my daughter.
She did that for me? Thanks, Rio.
Oh, sure. If I may ask, does this bag mean that you're a student at the Leaves School? The elite school that trains the top breeders?
No, I used to be a student, but I was expelled.
Gee, why am I doing this? Because I'm bored and my roommate is away, so I can be as loud and as awkward and strange as I want to be. Now I see. You couldn't face your parents, so you snuck onto the ship. I can't say that I approve of that, lad.
No, I didn't have any parents. I had nowhere to go, and I just didn't know what to do, so I came here. But I can't help what happened. To be honest, I hardly care about being expelled anymore.
I see. I'm sorry I mentioned parents at all. I have an idea. Why don't you work here? I'm looking somebody to look after some vacant land. You're not doing any good just hanging around, so how about it? You could even raise some monsters.
Raise monsters? You mean you'd let me run a ranch? And you just met me and you'd let me do that?
Well, nothing big time, but a ranch nonetheless. Now, I don't know what you did to get expelled, but I'm sure you had your reasons. That's awfully understanding of someone you just met. Like, that is fucking crazy. But there's no point in giving up your dream now. So what'll it be? Let's see. What's your name? Well, I'll tell you this much. My name is not Fane. That is ridiculous. My name is Nick. You may have heard of me from my channel, Wrath of Zalis, which is what you're watching right now. Is Nick okay? It's better than okay. It's a fucking fantastic name, and I love it.
Nick. My name's Nick. Oh, fuck.
Now I gotta do the voice, and I have to use my own name. I can't believe I did this to myself.
Of course I accept, Mr. Cesare.
Well, it's settled then. You can use this saucer stone to regenerate monsters. Okay, let's head to the shrine. Honestly, I know I haven't done any gameplay yet, and it's been like 6 minutes, 8 minutes, something like that. But this is entertaining, I think, so I'm sure you're enjoying this. You can regenerate saucer stones in the shrine. Is this your first visit to a real shrine, Nick? That looked so hashed in. This time we'll regenerate from the saucers. Okay, I can't do it. I have to because there's so much dialogue. I have to make it interesting. This time we'll regenerate from the saucer stone, but if you find any others, bring them over. As long as you have room to raise more monsters, you can regenerate them anytime you like. That's not true, and we'll find out soon enough. Now, Nick, let the regeneration begin! And I held up my hand. So, this sucks, because this is an unskippable cutscene, and you see this every time you regenerate a monster. And in a little while, I'm gonna have to regenerate, like, fucking 60 monsters all at once, and I have to watch this every fucking time. Okay. Alright, I thought they made noise. That was odd that I was the only one making noise. I looked silly now. So this is your first monster. Okay, let's have you give it a name. Garu's fine. We're not gonna have him very long. Garu, that's a wonderful name. Give it all your love. Give me all your love. What is that from? Is that Persona? Where did I get that from? Now, Rio, take Nick to that empty plot of land. Oh, yes, father. Come with me. Let's go, Garu. Or should I say, substitute. So I have a slight issue because I have my PlayStation 3 right next to my microphone, and I hope it doesn't come up as very loud. I'm doing my best, but if it starts getting really loud and goes into overdrive, there's not much I can do. We're here.
Wow, it's huge and so mysterious. This is just awesome, huh? Rio? Wait, I hear a voice from over there. Who could it be?
I don't have multiple female voices, but I think I can do one for her. Shoot! Wait up, I tell ya! Wait up! Fuck it, I'm done. Okay, we're just gonna get through this. We's finally caught up. Are you the boy named Nick? Yes, who are you? My name is Yuri. I'm like lesbian and stuff. Cesare taught me to come and help you. I say lesbian because she seems like a lesbian. That's just the vibe I got. I work at the item shop, but I wanted to help try and be a ranch assistant. Look how peppy I am. So I look forward to working with you. Nick, let's do some good work together. Sure, Yuri. Let's. It's time for me to go. Damn it. Okay. Hey, Rio, she's gone? Anyway, let's do some good work. I might not look at it, but I've done my homework. You can count on me. Okay, first let's go over wrench. I know how to use a fucking wrench. Alright, I did this last time. I don't want to accidentally do it. This is one of those things, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Where she does... Okay. Do you think... Wait. What do you think? Did you understand? It defaults on no! Why do games do this? That's ridiculous! Okay. Yes. A great partner. Let's give it our best then. Okay. Whew, that was exhausting. So, I'll go over it in a sec, but basically... Right now, you should have set up a schedule for training, but... Garu is not permanent. I'm gonna get a different monster. So I guess I haven't explained it yet. The way this game works is that there are 2 saucer stones. Holy shit, this too. Okay. Hello, I heard that you've been doing a monster ranch. My name is Sydney. The association oversees various. I'm in charge of toggle registration in the name of your ranch at the register the name of your ranch at this association. So how you do it. First, select a symbol for your ranch, then select the name. Maybe your ranch becomes permanent, so make sure it's a good one. Okay. I forget what I did last time, but I came up with a decent name, and I can't remember what I was going to call it now. Yes, I can. I know exactly what I was going to call it. I think. So that's you have to choose either a suffix or a prefix. So I'm going to call it Digifarm after Digimon World DS, where I also raise monsters on a farm using training gadgets. Coincidence? No, it's not. Okay. Begin training. Yep. Okay. Train again. I think I have to wait until like week 8 until I can get new monsters. It's when the association opens up. Basically, there's gonna be a ton of story stuff. Keeping up the good work, Nick. Ah, damn it. Brought some tasty treats. So this is a lot. Yeah, I got it. Thanks. I know how food works. I know how it works. So he gives you a bunch of items, very much like Tokomon in Digimon World 1. Where these items he gives you, some of them are kind of rare or expensive, but he gives them to you anyway. Excuse me. So, saucer stones, the way they work is you can find them in dungeons / caves, whatever you want to call them. I guess you can call them instances. Just skip right to... Damn it! You'll always know if it's going to be a cutscene because it always opens up on like a... on like a wide shot of the tree. Up and at him. A visitor? He's not right. I'm so glad you met such a fun person, Garu.
Hey, Rio!
Oh, there you are. What you up to? I'm only gonna voice him. Alright, that's how I'm gonna do it. Oh, I just dropped by, and then she made a frowny face.
Hey, Rio! She's gone.
G-A-W-N, gone.
Hey, Yuri, do you think I said something wrong?
Don't worry, she's always like that. She talks kindly to monsters, doesn't say a word to villagers.
Really?
Okay. Just training again. I'm trying to say it while moving through. The way saucer stones work is you can find them in instances or dungeons. The other way, and what's supposed to be like the main draw of this game, is that you can use DVDs or... Oh, God damn it! I'm just going to say it. You can use DVDs or PS2 games or PS1 games or CDs. You put them into the PS3, or in this case PS3. You put them in, it reads the disc, creates a monster from it based on either the SKU, I think, and it's got some... It's a different monster for each disc. There's a bunch of different variants of the monsters. When I was expelled from school, I thought I lost my shot at dreams, but
now here I am, standing in the middle of this ranch, under such a beautiful moon. What strange fate. Is somebody there?
That's supposed to be the big draw of this game, is that you get a bunch of different monsters using other discs, and it's going to be fun. I can't wait to do it. We don't get many chances to meet these days, do we? Mystery. Well, you know you're welcome to come anytime you like. He sure seems like a nice boy. Oh, I forgot it makes a noise when he talks. Hold on. It makes the which will become clear. Don't worry, I won't do anything rash, okay? No, I'm sorry, well, I've gotta go. Yeah.
Who was she talking to? I couldn't get a good look.
So we have to wait until I can go to the Monster Association. before I can start raising other monsters. I forget when that unlocks. There's a big message about it, though. Looks like we have a visitor. Oh, it's Jezlade. Well, hello, Yuri and Nick. This ranch is turning into a very nice ranch. You bet it is. I wouldn't settle for anything less. So what brings you here? I figured it's about time for you to start thinking about the competition. Would you like to go and take a look? Yes, of course. You too, Nick. Yeah, sure. I'll bring Garu along. Man, so much exposition. Just a stupid amount of exposition. This sure is exciting. This is the main event with Ryu and breeders. So, this is a variant. That's a hair type monster, but it's a variant, meaning it's like a special unique one. And TT, who we met earlier, you can just call her Miss Tantalus. Kellerino is the name of it, but he's a variant, meaning most monsters are like cross between each other. Like Garu is a pure breed, like he's just pure Garu. But you'll find other monsters, like you can mix a dragon, I think, with a Garu, and then it'll be like a dragon variant Garu. Or depending on, some work the other way. Like it can either become like a dragon variant Garu, or a Garu variant dragon. I think they're usually exclusive to one. Like you don't usually get to pick. I forget. It's been a long time. But the best example is I used to use one of the beetle monsters, and I crossed him with a raptor. So it was like a big beetle, but it had like raptor scales and stuff, and I thought it was really cool. I'm gonna try and get it again if I can at some point. So remember that girl, I'm getting really impatient with her. I'm all fired up! Huh? It's Rio. Welcome home, huh? What is it? It's shit, I skipped over it. I see someone was mean to you is what she said, but you can't let a mean girl like that get the best of you, okay? Bye. And then she's gone. Huh? Did I ever tell Rio about that girl? No. It was as if Rio was talking to Garu. Wow. Now you can go to the Monster Association. Okay, here we go. So, I'm like 18 minutes in. This is ridiculous. I'm going to go to the association, and I'm going to put Garu down, because I don't want him. They got real dark real quick. Don't give me the okay, what did I do? Hello? Oh, you don't have any frozen monsters? Okay. Yes, thank you. What can I do for you? Retire. Select the monster to be retired. Garu. Freeze this monster. You can... So, here is an interesting place, too. What you do is you retire the monster, you have to freeze them. You get 5 slots where you can have frozen monsters. And between those 5, you can cross them yourself. So, like, if you freeze, say, a beetle type and a raptor type, you can cross them, and you can either... I think you cross them and, like, you get a new monster out of them that carries over some of their stats. Kind of like DNA Digivolving, but you can choose either a beetle, a raptor, or if they can be combined, because some can't, then you can choose, like, the middle one, like Beetle Raptor. Okay, so if you have no monsters, they force you to come here. And then you have to create a monster. So from book, those are the ones that you'll find... Oh no, from Saucer are the DVD ones. So here we go. I'm just going to do this once as like an example. It takes the disc out, and then... hold on. So it takes the disc out and forces you to put in... This is when you put the new one in. So I'm just going alphabetically. The first disc I have in my hand is Digimon Rumble Arena 1 for PlayStation. Put it in, press X. It's a pain in the ass that it doesn't automatically start reading it. Opening disc tray. See, the good thing about the PS3 is it reads them super quick. I remember when I used to do this in the PS2 that it would take a while sometimes, but I haven't had any problems with this. Also, it's being pretty quiet. I'm proud of my PS3 today. Except, unless it's loud, which I think my computer is being louder than my PS3. I have headphones on, so I can't really hear. So put Monster Rancher in. Okay, thanks for waiting. It's time to create a monster. And then you gotta watch this every single time. Oh, great! There's an eclipse today. What strange, because there was an eclipse like a month ago, wasn't there? Usually those don't happen so frequently. I have an inkling that there's gonna be another eclipse later today. Is that weird? So, Digimon Rumble Arena gave me this. I think it's a gel, and it's mixed with something. So right here, it's the first time I got it. So it has a page to the book. The book is where you can go and regenerate monsters that you've already put the disc in, which is a godsend, because if you can imagine, if you had to put the disc in every time you wanted to like create that monster, it'd be a pain in the ass. So it's going to ask you to take the monster home with you. You have to say no, because as soon as you get the monster, then you can't create other ones. That's something I wish they let you do, is like even if you had a full roster of monsters, that you could still create them. So I'm going to do one more, and it's important. So opening disc tray. I'm going to do more, but for now, like I'm going to be silent after that. I'm going to put Monster Rancher 4 back in. So Monster Rancher 4 is a special disc where, depending on your breeder rank, like right now it should be rank E or F. I forget how low it goes. Every time you go up a breeder rank, see, it's a Pandora's disc, then you get a different monster from it. So since next time I rank up, I got to come back and get a different monster from Monster Rancher 4, because I believe they're missable if you do it that way. So yeah, it matches the competency of the breeder. Your skill as a breeder improves. You come here and give it a try. So you'll see the monster it gets. I believe it's the yellow one, and this is not the kind of beetle I'm talking about. I forget what these are called, but they're not beetles. Yeah, that's one of the variants of monsters, and a very cool monster. Let's see, it's the first time. Be careful when you skip through this, because you can easily hit yes, and then you'll be fucked. No, I don't want to take it home with me. So that's all I really need to explain. Now I'm gonna go through my entire catalog of PS2 games, PS1 games, everything I have with me. I'm gonna try. I have the thing. Oh god, no! My GameCube discs are falling out. Okay, that was a mistake. GameCube discs will not work, so don't try that. Okay. I'm sorry that I dropped you under my microphone. The problem with my game book that I keep all my discs in is that it's not big enough to hold the GameCube ones. They're constantly falling out. I don't know if Wii games would work or PS3. I know PS3 probably wouldn't. I don't think Xbox games would work either. What I do know is that games that came out after this game, like I know for a fact, like Jak 3, for instance, came out after this game, and it still works. So as long as it's a PS2 game or a DVD and it came out, or as long as it's a PS2 game or a DVD, it should work. So I'm going to go through my catalog. One thing I do want to mention, though, is if you have a series, so say you have, like my example I'm going to use is I have, like, The Chappelle Show. If you use, like, Season 1, typically, like, if there's 2 discs in Season 1, typically they give the same monster from both discs. So don't bother, like, trying to go through each one. It's just a waste of time. Because if you already have it in your book, there's no reason to get a same monster. So yeah, I'm going to start with my PS2 games, and then I'll be right back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it up a lot. I'm going to chop it to hell. And I'm going to throw up a picture of the game I used. I'm trying to think of how to do this. Yeah, I'm going to keep recording, but I'm going to, like, cut my audio, and I'm going to start a new recording. Just throw it in. And I'll just show you the monster, and then I'll throw a picture of what game or show to use, and then that'll go on for however many I do. And then there's a special monster I'm going to get, and that's going to be the one I use. So stay tuned, and yeah, I can't wait to do this again. So that took way longer than it should have. So I'm not sure how I want to do this. I definitely don't think I need to show every single thing. A couple big, grand, like observations is one. Oh, hold on, I gotta close this window. One. Every week you can do Wii games and you can do PS3 games, but there's not much point. Or I shouldn't say PS3, Blu-ray, which counts as a PS3 game. But every Blu-ray will give you this weird plant monster, which I think is because it doesn't know how to properly read it. And every Wii game will give you the Mew, the like succubus Mew, because it's because it has trouble reading. So the Wii is technically a DVD, and I think 360 is too, like it's DVD format. But they all give you the same monsters, so it's not worth doing them more than once. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show all the PS2 and PS1 games I did, because you guys might have them, I don't know. And I'll do a couple movies, which I think I can assume that most of you will have, which is just Digimon the movie. And then I'll do Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, and that'll be it. If you want to know specifically how I got a certain monster, I wrote a rough list. I might be able to figure it out if you just ask me in the comments, but no promises. But this brings me to one. So there's one monster I knew I wanted to use, so I just put the disc in. This is the last time I want to see this fucking animation. Seriously, it took 1 to 2 minutes every time I want to get a monster because there's so much like loading and stuff. Don't get me wrong, still really cool that I can create monsters from the discs I'm using, but god damn is it inconvenient. So yeah, legitimately I have an hour of recording, so I don't know how I want to proceed there. Oh yes! So there's also, and you can look this up on GameFAQs, there's a bunch of special monsters you can get, like usually variants, like the yellow antlion fighter we saw, where they can only be gotten a certain way. You could find those, there's GameFAQs lists. I know like Princess Mononoke gives you one, Gran Turismo 3, The Matrix, like a couple big DVD, or big movies at that time, and there's a couple games that give them. But this one is a very special one, because this is not a variant. This is flat out its own species, and you can get the yellow monkey if you use Ape Escape 2, and you can get the red pants monkey if you use Ape Escape 1. Ape Escape 3, however, does not give you anything other than a normal golem. Like, literally, just the basic golem. Because it was made after this game. So, this is the... this is the monkey... Or, I'm sorry, this is the monster I'm going to be using. I'm going to name him Peepo, because he's a Peepo ape. Eventually you can get more monsters, and I'll come back and look at the book and like see which monster I want. So what'll it be? Let me see. It won't let me create. See, I can't even look at the book. I can't praise without that. Alright, so we're gonna go back to the ranch. Now we're gonna get into the meat of the game, so I can put this away. Yeah, so I don't think I'll include Ape Escape 3 in that list of my PS2 games that I have, only because it gives a golem. I had another PS2 game that gave a golem. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head, but I have the list, so I'll briefly go through that. If I don't, no, I will, because it's kind of exciting, I guess. But I'm not sure if it's good Let's Play wise. It's definitely fun to see which monster gives what, but I don't know if that's more of a gameplay wise thing. Alright, so now I'm actually going to do what I'm supposed to do and develop a schedule. So today, training. So you have exercise, which raises power, meditation raises intelligence, shadow boxing raises accuracy, high jumping raises speed, ukemi, I don't know how that's pronounced, raises defense, and balance raises life. I think I'm going to do accuracy, because he's already kind of powerful. Usually, especially for like the basic training, because eventually you'll get gadgets, but for now he's just kind of going to train on his own. You can usually do a couple of these in a row without having to rest, but just to be safe I like to do 2 and then rest. What else. And life is always important, because I think it's the last training gadget you get too. So, training. Try and mix it up a little bit, because I think intelligence is for energy-based attacks, so like breath or stuff like that, which he has one of. But power is used for like the physical attacks, so I tend to emphasize that. And then I know speed. I think speed is this rate you gain your stamina back, or guts is what it's called in this game. Okay, so generally I like to do 2 rest, and then after this one it'll just repeat and start back at the top. So be sure not to put like another. Don't accidentally put 2 training here, because then I'll be doing 4 trains in a row. But yeah, it looks good enough to me. So start training. Yep. Okay. Yeah, see, his accuracy's kind of low, which is going to be his downfall. He even makes the beat wave noises. I don't want to go to the weekend yet. So, monster. See, he's got high power, abysmal intelligence, so all of his breath attacks are going to be fucking useless. His speed is already pretty good. His life could use some work, and his defense and accuracy are pretty good. Power does not usually start that high, especially not on base monsters. But okay, so you can run over and you can talk to them. You can praise, scold, you can give him food. You don't need to feed him. The yellow meter is his stomach, and I think it affects stamina when you start a battle, but for now he should be fine. And then the bar above that is rest. But I'm doing a safe schedule. Like, see, this is him doing shadow boxing, which is just like punching. They're gonna do a fight tutorial soon. Oop, hold on.
The moonlight's bright tonight, just like the other night.
The other night. I can't speak.
Huh? Where's Peepo heading off to?
So Peepo just completely replaced Garu, who is no longer in the picture. Well, Rio, I can see the monsters love you, like they always do. I have an idea. Why don't you run the ranch along with that boy, Nick? I'm sure it'd be a lot of fun, don't you agree, Peepo? I can't. It'll just turn out the same as always. He'll become scared of me. I want to say scared of me, and eventually hate me. I don't want to be hated again. You mustn't assume things, Rio. You've got to open your eyes, be brave, and say what you want to say. Holy shit, she's been talking to a tree. Sorry, was that too soon on the slow reveal? I'm sorry, let me try that again. Holy shit, she's been talking to a tree.
Aye.
What? What? Nick, no, don't look at me. Now it's alright, Rio. You can't hide it forever. The beautiful moon tonight anyway. Why not talk it all out? My name is Makruji. Could not have a more Japanese name if he tried. Trees with unusual powers like myself are called spirit trees. I'm one of the oldest of the spirit trees. At some point in my life, I learned to speak human a little bit. I mean, it's English, but okay, whatever. But I didn't want to surprise them, so during the day I stay quiet. But you still have eyes and a visible moving mouth. And what I think is a nose, but I mean, did someone cut that off? Because that's terrifying. Like, assuming he even has eyelids to close his eyes, that's clearly a fucking face. There's no doubt about that.
Wow, but you know, isn't it kind of sad to stay quiet, even though you can speak?
What do you know? You humans have nothing but fear of you have nothing but fear of anything kind of power you don't understand. So you attack it. Man, the translations on this, you don't notice it when you read it out, when you're like reading it to yourself, because you kind of skim it, but reading aloud, it's very noticeable.
Rio, what's wrong?
I'm sorry about her. Rio, you see, is a very unusual girl. She has the power to talk to monsters, and from a young age, the power is feared by others, and she was disliked for it. Does her father know? I don't know if he knows.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry, Rio, but you shouldn't keep your thoughts to yourself. If you do, you'll never be able to share your feelings. Rio, You just have more chances to understand others than ordinary people do.
What? Chances?
Yeah, chances. To be able to speak and understand monster language, that's an amazing opportunity.
I've never thought of it that way. I was always just scared I could look at it that way.
If you close your heart, you'll never be able to rid yourself of your fears.
You might be right. Oh, it's about time for me to go home. Good night, Nick.
Yeah, good night, Rio. Sweet dreams.
Alright, so going to next week. There's no reason to go to town. Shit. Actually, there was a slight reason to go to town. I might be able to do it before.
Alright then, another day ahead of us, Peepo.
Beep. I can't make the monkey noise. Because, like, it's almost like a bark. It's not really like an ooh or ah. It doesn't, like, they don't sound like monkeys. They have, like, their own sound. Wait, Nick, first take this. It's dangerous to go alone.
Huh? What is it?
It's my extra special battle practice kitty Meowza. First, use this to review monster battles, okay?
What's with you today, Yuri? Pretty early to be bouncing off the walls.
You wanna know why? Cause I'm determined to beat that nasty girl in the competition. I gotta get a drink. My throat's tickling me now. Peepo, imagine this is her and let her have it. So this is battle tutorials I don't need because I just did one 2 weeks ago, but okay. If you could load, that'd be amazing. So this is how battles start. Blue is you, and red is the opponent. So Meowza has max health, max accuracy, and I don't know what the blue one is. I'm trying to think. Green's definitely intelligence. Red is definitely power. I think it's either speed or what was the other one? I'm forgetting them now. Yeah, I can't remember. Oh, blue is defense. So, max defense too. Yeah, my health is not that great. I definitely need to increase that. So, you gotta get in range. There we go. Short range, just a step back. Press the D-pad or left stick away. Okay, so you can jump forward. That's the wrong way. You can jump backwards. Now, they're gonna have me jump forward. But I think this uses something. Okay. Basically, if you get too close, you can bump them away. It's R1 and R2 to switch your hotbars. She calls them panels. I know a hotbar when I see one. I think it uses guts to push an opponent. Did you forget already? Oh, they're telling me to use a skill. Okay. So, use circle, X, square, triangle. For now, that's all you can do, but eventually it becomes power, quick, and balanced attacks. But they don't teach you that until a little bit later. Skills. Yep. Oh my god, no. Okay. So, oh my god, okay. So there are like 10 or 12 different elements. How have I done this 3 times? And you can assign them to skills if they have those elements unlocked. So train again. Okay, his life has gone up a little bit. This is balance, which is hilarious. Let's look at Peepo. You can customize, so he doesn't have any attributes unlocked so for instance right now this naturally has fire attached to it. Tornado is what they call it. Naturally has wind attached to it, and you can see which does most damage. Like they all have the same accuracy rate, which is like a C, but the charge, which is the move all the way from the farthest distance, does the most damage. And then bite does a little bit more, and then tornado does least. And then you can see traits, which is lucky star brings good fortune, increases power of moves that use beams, and then some elements are better than others, which is their strength and weaknesses. And then records, that's cool. So it's really in depth. I'm just gonna go to the week. I'll praise him. I think food counts as an action, and you can only do as many actions as you have monsters. So right now I have one, so I can only feed one. I think cannot do any more actions this week. Okay, so praise counts as an action too. So if you don't feed a monster during 1 week, you should always praise them, I guess. Or scold them, but I don't know why you'd scold them, same as in Digimon. There's rarely a reason to. Let's try entering competition. That sounds like a terrible idea. Well, it's good because he's going to be on a rest week. You always want to rest before you do battle, unless you have no choice, because I know how to use them. But you always want to rest because then you'll have the most guts, so you can kind of just hammer off attacks until they die. I know how they work. Stop it. No! God, no! Why? Okay. Okay. Yes, you're an awful, awful, terrible person. Okay. So you can now enter competition. Gonna go straight to training. And then he's resting, so it just means he gains his rest back, or rest bar goes down. But now I should probably feed him. So these are the items that Cesare gave me. I know he likes beef, and I think he likes fruit. Potato, most monsters like it, but it's not as filling. Basically, you have to go by the monster. So I'm gonna feed him a mango, and I think he'll like it. Obviously, the best thing he'll like is bananas, because he's a fucking ape, but I forgot to go to the item store. So that's all I can do for this weekend. Now, you can schedule tournaments in advance, and that helps because you can see them on the schedule when you're like figuring out when to go. But you can also enter them like right as they happen. So right now, single battle is what the S means, and then you can see the rank by which one you choose. So right now, I only have E ranks unlocked, and I only have Toggle unlocked. Yeah, I think they had that backwards. Ryuin is the capital, and Toggle is where we live. I thought that's how it was. They said it backwards in the intro. But, so, since I only have Toggle unlocked, there's not that many battles, because there are 4 areas, and once you unlock them, you gain access to more events. There's a good amount of E rank ones. The D is kind of spread out, because the D is pretty long. And so is C, like if you keep going past the months. And then the O is official grade, so we have roughly 2 months until the official competition. You have to win 3 matches before then, which I don't think should be a problem. So just take part. I think after this battle I'll end the part, because that's a lot for one part. Yeah, this is definitely Toggle. Toggle has a pretty small arena, comparatively. Presenting the Raspberry Cup. Who will arrive victorious? Now let the tournament begin. So first I'm going up against Udo, which is a golem. It'll tell you what their base thing is. Like, I know it's a golem. What variant of golem it is, I'm not sure. You won't know until you get into the battle. And my opponent quit. So opponents will do that sometimes, and you'll just get a bye. It becomes helpful when you have multiple monsters entered in a bunch of competitions, and this shows you how your opponent's battle went. Very rarely will NPCs, or I'm sorry, I guess it would be CPU here. Very rarely will one of them knock out the other, but you can easily knock out your opponents a lot. So that's kind of your goal, is to knock them out. But if you can't, then it's by whose percentage of HP is lower. So say your opponent is 300 HP and you have 100. If they only did 50 damage to you and you did 50 damage to them, they still have 250 HP, you have 50 HP. So they win because you're at 50% and they're at like, I should have made a better number. Like 5/6 of their HP. Alright, so as we learned, my charge is the most powerful. So you should do that. Oh, that can happen sometimes, as they'll get different status effects, like timidity. See, I got bullish, which is when you try to use an attack too soon, I think. It can happen sometimes. I don't know what triggers it. I'll try and use Tornado. See, they keep blocking it. I think if you continuously attack them and they keep blocking, eventually you can do like a form of guard break. Sometimes they block, sometimes they dodge. I think it depends on the attack you use. Ah, geez, 1, really? See, now I gotta wait for my guts to come back. Like, the bite takes 22, this takes 24, the other one takes 30. Oh, man, I didn't expect to get hit. You can get injured during these, too. But there's a smart way of should have played this. I should have stayed it all the way back because it looks like they didn't actually have any long-range moves. So if I had stayed there, I could have attacked, but my move brings me in anyway. Regardless, I still won. It'll become more clear the more battles I do. But, yeah, that's what the training is for. I think intelligence might have something to do with lowering the chance of getting bullish, or maybe that's accuracy, I'm not sure. If I'm being completely honest, I still don't know 100% how this game works. I just know most of it, plus it's been a while. Okay. So, we won. Now, schedule... So this is the best time to do it, is go to calendar, and then you can choose another one to fight. Don't try and fight 2 back-to-back, because you'll automatically get some degree of tiredness from just from doing battles, especially if you take more damage. You can even get injured. So today is a training day, next week's a training day, and then I'm resting this week. So this would be the one to do. And then, yeah, and then I think I have a shorter week, so I can probably enter this one in too. So you select those, you press OK. Now if you look at your schedule, see it shows you when you have a versus one, which is really cool. So that looks good, but that's basically all I gotta do. So thanks for watching. Oh god, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to put together. Yeah, but I'm gonna try and put this out on Monday. That was a fart. Thanks, new mic. Appreciate it. I'll just cut that part out. Oh, yeah, that's it. No, just kidding. Okay. That's it. If you want to see this, I'm trying to put my thoughts together in order. So I've done KOTOR Part 1, Ape Escape Part 1, Monster Rancher Part 1. I want to hear which you think should take priority, or if I should just switch off. Because as of right now, I'm only putting these ones out on Mondays. So would it be best to like rotate between these games? So like after this, next week I'll do KOTOR Part 2, the week after that I'll do Ape Escape Part 2, the week after that I'll do Magic Pendulum or something, and the week after that I'll do this. That sound good? Yes? No? Or do you want me to put more videos out a week? I don't... It's tough to start so many series, but if honestly, if you like one more than the other, I'll just keep doing that consistently. So let me know in the comments. I look forward to hearing. Later.